Hey guys, Azu here from Twitch, the obviously the #1 Optc global streamer. I normally don't do news videos or really anything besides Sugo polls or GCR videos, but I'm here today because there was a big announcement that I'm so fucking excited for, and that is Legend Franky. Franky is the planning. So I'm gonna go over the info we've gotten, what it all means, what we know so far, and yeah, let's get into it. So here we have, I'm going to go over what each line means. So this is talking about, right here up the top, this is classes. So this is fighter, slasher, striker, shooter. And it says if you have all of them, all 6 can come together. And right down here, this is talking about captain action. So you can use the captain action at any time. And all the units fuse together. So once you use the captain action with Legend Franky, all of your units fuse together to make the General Franky. So this is your only unit after you use it. And so all these units come together. So you can use 4 slashers, 4 fighters, 2 fighters, 2 slashers, right? Any mixture. But you have to have every unit, every sub on your team needs to be either a fighter, a slasher, a striker, or a shooter. Let's go to the next one. Right here, this is details outlining how it's determined. So, you know, what if it has 2 of those classes, you might ask, right? So here it's talking about if it has 2 of the classes, the first one is what counts for Legend Franky. So Lucci, who is a fighter and slasher, fighter is in his first slot, so he counts as a fighter for Legend Franky. And then you have Ambush Garp over here, who is a free spirit fighter. So as long as if you only have the required class in the second slot, that's fine. So that's just saying if it's just the second spot, that's fine too. And then we start going into the attack. So when you've turned into Shogun Franky, you get 6 attacks, right? It's just he just attacks again and again and again and again. And the type of attack is based on the unit. So right here it's saying if the unit is a fighter unit, it's just a single target attack. It just hits 1 unit, but it hits for 1.25 times damage. So, and then down here, and this is on a lot of them, this is just saying the damage that's being done by the Shogun Franky is based on the damage of the unit. So it's 1.25 times Luffy's damage, right? Okay. And then we have slashers. So that was for fighters. Sorry, that was for fighters. For slashers, it does normal damage to 1 unit. And then to all units in the same row, so right here he's attacking the front row, so it's hitting all the units in the front row. It hits the main unit for full damage, 100% damage, and then it also hits the side units. And then again, you know, the damage type, so like right now it's doing dex damage because Brook is a dex unit, right? The damage, type of damage, and how much it does is based on, again, the unit itself. And then we have Striker. So Strikers are interesting that they hit all of the units equally, but it's for 0.5 times damage. So this would be good for, you know, clearing out a stage or, you know, doing whatever. It's all, fuck, it's so interesting. Franky is the planny, guys. Franky is the planny. Then again, damage is based on, it's saying damage is based on Nami's damage, right? Okay, and then Shooter. Shooter does, attacks 1 target and then does a little bit of splash damage to all of the others. So it does 0.75 to the main target and then 0.3 to all other targets. So this is going to hit really hard. Like, this is going to do a lot of damage. This one, if you're attacking stages with 6 units on it, shooters and strikers are going to be doing the most damage. And again, this just says damage is based on Usopp's damage. Okay. Then near here in the end, all right, now here's the downside, right? Oh, I'll just do this every turn. It'll blow through Kalos. So this right here says once you use it, it lasts for 1 turn. Right here at the top, it says you use it, it lasts for 1 turn. Then down here it says then you can't use it for 4 turns, right? So, and then it just says, you know, make sure to use it wisely. So that means you can activate it whenever you want, but it only lasts for 1 turn, and then you can't use it again for 4 turns. So, all right, then here we have at the end. All right, what if I want to see who's doing how much damage? That's what this little grid here is for. So this is showing that since normally you can just tap on a unit if you want to see its stat, but you can't do that when the Shogun Franky is up. So this is just showing you that since Luffy is in the middle right spot, you can hold and tap on this middle right icon, and it will give you excuse me, and it will let you see Luffy's stats. Other information we learned from this is that Franky does not boost HP, right? So right here you can see that he's got 15k HP. I personally think that he's probably going to have DR of some sort of like time skip Luffy, maybe 15-20% on him. And then we can also see from here, since Luffy's got a strength orb and the ship bonus, right, that the approximate damage boost of Franky is somewhere near 2. Some people have speculated that this picture is actually Luffy doesn't actually have a matching orb, so that would put him closer to 3 times, like a 3 times flat unconditional, which seems likely, but we don't know. So, I think it's probably likely. My assumption is that he's going to be a 3 times unconditional booster, and then you have your thing, and we don't have any idea what his special is going to be or anything. So that's about all the information we know. Hopefully we'll get a more official release yet, but I'm fucking hyped. I'm fucking hyped for Franky. I'll leave a link to the Reddit comment Koala-san. He did a better translation of this than me. I did this on stream just using the Google Translate app, right? And yeah, it looks very interesting, and I'm glad Bandai's keep updating and changing the game. So look for Legend Franky on the horizon and a Sugo Fest near you. And yeah, thanks for watching.